What is going on, guys? Twit is back, and welcome back to episode number 2 of the Borderlands 2 Beginner's Guide. Yeah, that's a mouthful of words to say. I understand. So, in this episode here, as you can see right now, under the mini-map on the top right-hand side of the screen, you'll see a word that's in like a highlighted blue. And that is our main mission. The mission directive is called Symbiosis. Now, the sub-missions, as a matter of fact, what we're doing right now is looking for the Blackburn Cove. Now, finding the Blackburn Cove is where you first run into, or you have your first encounter with the bullymongs. Now, you have 3 types of bullymongs. You have the adult bullymong, you have the badass bullymong, and you have the slinger bullymong, and that is where you find them all right here, right as you fast travel to find Blackburn Cove. So, you know, it's just like everything else. Like I said in the very first episode, make sure you aim for the head. Critical shots are the vantage point. That's what you want to go for, of course, is critical shots. Just like you would go for a headshot in another game to get the most effectiveness, that's what you want to do, is aim for critical shots. And now I know that some of you guys are probably thinking to yourself, now obviously what you're saying right now, aiming for critical shots, for headshots, etc., that's common knowledge. That is obviously what you want to do. Well, again, this is the beginner's guide to Borderlands 2, so some people may not understand the game. Some people, it could be their very first FPS game. If it is, hey, I'm going to go ahead and say this is probably a pretty good choice for your first first-person shooter game. But if it's not your first-person shooter game, but you're still not sure how to play Borderlands, that's what we're doing this for. So, a minute ago you saw me switch into my menu. Now, I am playing on PC, so if you guys are getting it on PC, I cannot remember the button controls. I believe it's select to bring up your menu there, but I hit tab or select, I believe, on the Xbox controller and PS3, and it brings up your skill menu. Now, in your skill menu, you have choices to upgrade separate things, and I'm also going to do another video on upgrading your skills, but I want to talk a little bit about it right now. First of all, you have basically physical power, you have magic power, and then you have your gun power, essentially. I mean, I'm trying to break this down in the most simple way that I possibly can. So you basically can level up 3 different tiers, and you can actually level them all up evenly if you like. You could put more power into one with your skill level. It just depends on what you decide to spend your skill points on. Now, you'll know that you have a skill point ready to go when you see on the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and those 2 bars on the very bottom left hand, the red one is going to be your health and the top blue is going to be your shield. Now, right above that is basically where it's going to tell you, hey, you got a skill point, time to use it. And you'll see the little meter rise up till you get your next skill point, and then you'll see the bar in the very middle of the screen. You actually just saw it flash there, and I just leveled up to a level 5. Now, it'll tell you when you level up to a level 5, but I did cut the video for time reasons because, I mean, I'm sure you guys want to watch a little bit and learn a little bit about what to do, and then hop back into it, right? Alright, so in the very middle of your screen, that is your progress bar. That is how you know when you're getting ready to level up. Now, this next part, after you go straight through to the through Blackburn Cove, what you're going to do is you're going to drop down a bridge and walk straight across, and it's going to bring you basically into a series of battles, a series of enemies that you're going to have to fight before you get to this part. I cut that out, again, for time restraint and reasons because, again, it was, you know, it's just basically battling. Now, what you run into here is the Midgemon. This is the first time you find the Midgemon, and this was the second submission of the Symbiosis main mission, if that makes sense to you. Now, what the Midgemon is, it's basically the same thing as a bullymon, except he has a little minion, a little midget minion. I believe it's a shotgun minion. I don't know if he uses a shotgun or not, but he's got a little minion on his back. Now, it is a main boss. At least for this mission, it is a main boss, and it's a doozy. I'm not gonna lie. And also, a quick note. The more people that you have playing this game with you, if you have a full party of 4, the harder the game is going to be, the harder the enemies are going to be. However, the harder the enemies, the better the unlocks, the better the random weapons that you find. So the more people you play with, the harder it's going to be, the more your gun is going to feel like it's working a little less. But on the other hand, you're also going to find much more rare guns playing with a lot more people, just because it ups the ante just that little bit more, because it actually takes more skill to play with multiple people than it does by yourself. So, you know, if you are very, very new to Borderlands, you may want to just, you know, play by yourself, at least for a first couple of missions, so you can level yourself up. But if not, you want to hop into it with a party, go ahead, by all means. It is great fun, definitely. So, we unlocked the sniper rifle in the very first mission that we did, and you use the sniper rifle again just like you would, for example, in a Call of Duty game or in a Battlefield game or anything like that. You hold your shift button to steady your shot and to hold your breath. Again, of course, I'm going to say it's over and over. You go for critical headshots. That's just the most effective way to do things. Now, I do want to make sure you guys know that make sure you have a secondary that you can swap to that's going to be effective. I recommend shotguns. Much later in the beginner's guide, you'll see me use a lot of the shotguns. I recommend them. Again, though, I cannot tell you exactly where to get the shotguns because there are a million gajillion different combinations and gun placements in the game, so there's no telling where exactly the guns are going to be at. But all I can do is recommend some weapons for you, and I may do a little weapons guide for you guys to actually find it, and or when you guys do find it, you know, do some stats on it and stuff like that. So if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, I'm going to show you guys right here me just finishing up this. We've already got the Symbiosis because we beat Midgemon, and that was we've already finished the Symbiosis mission, at least, because our submission was to beat Midgemon, and that's obviously what we've done. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop likes down below. If you want some more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. As a matter of fact, you can check the playlist if you missed any of the recent videos as well. As always, guys, it has been Twit, Borderlands 2 Beginner's Guide, episode number 2, and I'm out of here. Peace!